Hello and welcome, GoldBoys Primetime, first ever Friday night edition. I had my beer in hand. I didn't double check Richie. I did make a new rule. I have to have beer in hand while you're talking. I just made the rule 20 minutes ago, so I guess if you don't have yours right now, it's fine. But Richie, man, what's up? How you doing, brother? I know you're doing shit because you just got out of the hospital, but what's going on, man? Can't hear Rich? Why not? Can't hear him at all, or he's unmuted. You can't hear him at all, or no sound. That's cool. That's really really cool. All right, all right. Give me 1 second. Don't know why. Don't know why. Like I even checked it before. I even checked it. NJC's gonna be so pissed at me. Let's try this. I checked it. I checked it, man. I did. I swear I did. And then let's try. Let's try. Output system. Try that. Nope. Don't work. Nope. Hang on. Hang on. We'll get there. I swear to God, I checked it and it was fine. Try that.
Can y'all hear me now?
How's that, guys? I think you can hear him now, right?
Nope. I still see nope in the chat.
No. Try him again. Try it again. Still nothing?
Still
100% should be
hear me?
working. Okay, yeah, we're good. I swear to God, I checked. I swear to God, I checked before. I made sure all the things were moving and everything. Oh,
All right, we're
NJC,
good.
JD's
Good.
probably watching. I'm probably fired. Don't even know it. You can hear. Okay, yeah. We're gonna have to start over. JD's. Oh damn it, JD is watching. He's texting me said you're an idiot. Audio's not working. Anyway, let's go. Let's get back into it. He did just get out of the hospital. He was just complaining about how hospital sucks and everything. He's fine. It's okay. That's all you really miss. But we do have one of the more stacked. I was talking about a little bit last night. It seems to me like there's not quite as much as the. It's not the two names, the two marquee names. It's going to draw a ton of publicity and excitement, I guess. But for us who kind of pay more attention to UFC, especially, like every single card or every single fight on this main card is stacked. He's going to be traded midstream. Yeah, potentially. I don't know. I have to get that job back now. So we got 30 minutes. Well, I guess down to 26 because the audio is broken, of course. So we don't. We're jumping over to MLB and stuff at 5:30 with Slop and Jerry. So we got 26 minutes left, so we don't have a whole lot of time. But talk me through any of your favorite spots or fights you're most excited about in the prelims.
So for sure. So one thing that I love about this card is that there's 14 fights. And for me, for a UFC card, 14 fights is like literally the pocket. Like that's like the exact amount of fights that you want in a card. Lately we've been getting robbed. They'll schedule 15. We end up with 11. We've had 10. And then a lot of time you get a lot of that filler garbage in between, where somebody will get knocked down. And it's like, all right, now we got to watch Burger King commercials for like the next half hour.
Sucks.
So the good thing is like you got 14. So we get a lot of like action back to back, even if we get some quick knockouts. The prelims, I have a couple fights that I love in the prelims, starting with the very first one, which is Cameron Simon. And if anybody knows why we like Cameron Simon, is because his best friend and training partner is none other than the Black Panther himself, Dricus du Plessis. So I'm really excited. I mean, this fight is amazing, man. So at least Dricus, but yeah, I really like that Cameron Simon fight. 8-0 coming in, a young prospect. He's 22 years old. He's fighting Terrence Mitchell, who's, Terrence is what, I think like 30, 33, 32. And, Terrence Mitchell is no slouch himself, even though he comes from like a lower grade division of fighting. The odds are a little heavy. Obviously, he's like Cameron Simon's like a heavy favorite, but that's like a fight that I absolutely love. And it's a really good little parlay piece. They're both bangers. They come out swinging really hard. They both like early finishes. And Cameron Simon is just nasty. He's so fast, hits hard. So that's a fight that I'm really excited for. And one thing that I'm looking at for that fight, because the odds are so just gassed out on this whole card. I mean, Cameron Simon is minus 585, and I think he started at like minus 700 during the week. So the one line that I do like on that one is the under. So under 1.5 minus 175. Another one that I like, obviously, with the same thing, keeping in mind with the rounds, is the under 2.5, which is still minus 370, but it's a good parlay piece. That thing is not going to the judges. I mean, these guys are just coming in to knock each other's head off and walk away, and it's obviously going to be Cameron. So that's a really big one. One of my other favorite parlay pieces is the next fight right after that, which is going to be Victor Petrino versus
real quick before you move on. Can I stop you real quick? So Simon by KO is minus 165 on DraftKings. I'm not line shopping these, so it could be better lines elsewhere. Is that playable, do you think, at minus 165? And if you're new to UFC betting, you there are just going to be times where you have to lay juice. Like that's just the way it is. So is minus 165 for Simon KO playable to you? And then his last fight, he had some points deduction issues. So is like a by split decision or by DQ or anything?
I've seen a lot of people looking into like will a point be deducted? Because I mean that's always like minus 2,000, isn't it?
Plus 2,000, you mean? Yeah, I don't know, chat. If you guys see it,
plus 2,000.
If you guys see that anywhere, let us know. I don't know. And we got to move on here, but
plus 2,000.
Plus 2,000 for a point deduction. I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play it. I'm in.
The reason why a lot of people have been doing that is because Simon throws these insane kicks.
Yeah,
he throws a lot of kicks. And what happens when you throw a lot of fast kickboxing style kicks? Streakers is another one. You tend to catch somebody in the balls.
Yep.
So it's one of those things that can happen often. And obviously you just need it to happen basically twice. One time, catch them real good, get a warning, catch them again, quick point deduction. So it's always something that's live, always worth sprinkling on. The split decisions, I usually like. I know you mentioned that one.
Yeah, I know that's one of your things too. That's why I talk to you there.
But I like it more for the women's fights.
Okay. All right. Yes, these fights are tomorrow. Frozen, Anna, and Elsa. I don't know what that means. Volume levels inconsistent. Eli loud, Richie quiet. I'm always a little loud. I'll turn me down. Thank you for that. And I'll turn Richie up a little bit. You're good, man. I got you. Anyway, go ahead. I interrupted you.
No worries. What I was going to go on to for the next fight is the Victor Petrino, Marcin Prachnio. That's another fight that I love. And I got Petrino and so many parlay pieces at minus 230. I mean, I think by the time that fight gets done, we're going to look at Petrino and be like, man, he could have been minus 400. The dude hits like a freaking sledgehammer. And Marcin Prachnio is somebody that just likes to come forward. He likes to brawl. And Victor just hits like a freaking hammer. So that's another one that I really like. I mean, if you look at the line of that, same thing to have the under 1.5. I mean, I don't see Prachnio any way him pulling away against Victor, man. This Brazilian dude, like I said, he hits like a freaking hammer. So that's another one that I really like. I don't know if you got anything you want to say before I move on that one.
Move on. Don't even know those guys are. So go ahead.
No. Well, the next one you're probably going to know. You remember Tatsuro Taira?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a good one.
This one is one that's a little interesting for me. I know that I'm a huge Tatsuro fan. He's a young little kid. He's insanely nasty. But Tatsuro Taira just gives me really big vibes of, God, what's that one kid now that everybody touted forever as like the next big deal? He was the grappler that has a little cleft palate or whatever, has that weird lip.
Oh, yeah.
He was like 18 years old, and he was like,
yeah, your boy.
Yeah.
Rojas.
He just got wrecked.
Yeah.
Rojas. So
yeah.
Tatsuro gives me those vibes a little bit. And I know Tatsuro's super talented, but man, Edgar Chavez or Chairez, I mean, he's fought some decent talent, man. So the fact that these odds plus 75, I mean, there's zero chance I don't sprinkle on Edgar. Tatsuro, obviously, I mean, if he gets on your back, it's over. But I think, if Edgar could figure out a way to just keep it standing, and tomorrow, one of the things is I know this whole card is touted as like a big international fight card, but the truth is there's a lot of Mexican fighters, a lot of them. And if you just watch the card that we just had a couple weeks ago in Canada, that was that one. I mean, I don't know why we didn't think about it and do like a full Canadian parlay, because every freaking Canadian in that card won. I mean, you could have put $5 and bet every Canadian on that card, and you would have hit like a couple grand on that. So with there being so many Mexican fighters tomorrow, I mean, they got a lot of motivation behind them to come out and win. And so Edgar's one of those dogs that, I don't mind sprinkling, especially when you got Tatsuro minus 975. I mean, that line is just unreal. 975 for a kid that's He's 23 years old, and this is what I think
3-0
his
in the UFC. Somebody, Axe Murder is saying in chat. So yeah, he's fresh blood for sure. A couple questions in chat. Somebody said point deduction not going to happen. You're probably right. That's why it's plus 2,000. But I think
that's
that for
exactly
plus
what I was pushing
2,000 and a guy that and his last fight at least should have had multiple points deducted. I think he only ended up with one.
Yeah, he only
He
ended up with one.
should
That's
have
all you
had
need.
like could have had three, should have had two if I remember right.
Yeah. And again, you gotta understand why we're talking about. I mean, think about, like, we're not mentioning any other fight that we're saying this is the one fight that there's probably going to be a point deduction. We're picking one single one as for a reason.
And that was the Cameron Simon fight. Somebody asked that the Cameron Simon fight.
It's because he has a technique that is just identical every single time. He's a hardcore kickboxer and he's short. He likes throwing heavy kicks right to the gut. Like, that's his thing. And in the UFC, those kicks could turn into, nut shots, unfortunately. So it's just something to just think about for that fight. And it's one of those things that right now you laugh and you're like, oh, it's not going to happen. And then if it hits, you're like, all right, I'm dumb for not putting $5 on it. Or
exactly.
So it's just something that we mentioned just for fun. Those little light, sprinkles just for fun in there.
Yep.
The next fight is another interesting one. So I really like this Jimmy Crute Alonzo Menifield fight because this is their second time fighting. And the last time, like, the line right now, it's under 2.5 minus 255. So they expected to go the distance. And so this one, I don't think it's going to go the distance this time, man. Last time I was honestly shocked that it went the distance. I think it ended up being a draw. Whereas Menifield, I think, honestly should have won. I mean, he knocked Crute down twice. I have no idea how he didn't finish this kid. But there was a point deduction for him. I can't remember what it was for. It might have been like a same thing, like a nut shot, throwing some knees or something. But I definitely think Menifield should have just destroyed him that fight. And at this point, I mean, I just think Crute is one of those guys that's just not looking the same anymore. And while Menifield's a little bit older, man, the way that he just hits and Crute just takes punches. Now, it could go the opposite way. If Crute decides to just heavy wrestle, that's where I could see the over 2.5. But if these boys come in heated up, trying to, make up for what went on last fight, I think my pick basically is I'm saying I really like Alonzo Menifield. Okay. And in fact, if anybody wants to know, if anybody's ever seen my cards, I like to do a dog play. That's my most confident, my favorite dog of the whole card. And then, like, now my new thing is the chat or the Discord really seems to love. I started doing this thing called the all dogs play. So I'll give multiple dogs that I like. But my heavy favorite dog in this fight is Alonzo Menifield. He's plus 120. And out of all of them, he's honestly my favorite underdog in this whole card.
Okay, cool. Couple of things from chat. What did I don't know. I missed it completely. I do have a beer, guys. It's right here. Can't ride with Crute. That's fine. You don't have to. What happened to the slips on stream? Yeah. Working on that. Have I been working out? Hell no, I haven't been working out. What the hell are you? Anyway, keep it rolling, man. Are we what do we got next?
I see in the chat though, whoever, I can't see the name, Frankie T, Ribovics minus 150. I know we skipped over that fight, but I agree with you, brother. Ribovics in that fight, I absolutely love it. So I can see that just a little bit. It's a little blurry on my screen for some reason, but
it should be a little better now for you.
It's one of my, there you go. It does look actually a lot better. But yeah, that's actually one of my favorite money line picks, especially for this card when you have so much stuff that's like, juiced out. So I agree. That's one of the better ones. Ladies fights, let's skip that one. I don't even want to talk about Yasmin and Denise Gomez. The next fight after that, JDM, Jack Della Maddalena versus
it should be a fun one,
right? Nothing really to add to that fight other than I think Jack Della Maddalena by however the fuck he wants, man.
Yeah.
I think he straight murders this kid.
I agree with you.
Even the under 1.5 stinks. It's like minus 285. So let's look up really quick. I don't have it. I didn't write it down in my notes, but that fight by round one finish, just JDM by round one KO. That's what I have in my notes, but I don't have
keep it rolling. I'll look it up for you. All
right. But yeah, that's basically what I really, really like for that one. The next fight after that, Robbie Lawler and Nico Price. This is one of those times where I'm just like, it's sad to watch one of your legends like fight because Robbie, Ruthless Lawler, man. I mean, kid is just, legendary, the bloodbath that he's had in there. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen somebody bleed continuously while they win, like Robbie Lawler. And I mean, he just got inducted to the MMA Hall of Fame. He's fighting Nico Price. Robbie, he's 41, and this is his exit fight. And I hope he goes out and gives it everything he has. And he's one of those guys that just has like a really good gas tank. And when you think he's done,
Oh shit, the Jack fight is canceled. Somebody's saying.
Shut up, for real.
Yeah, well, I was wondering why I couldn't find it on DraftKings.
I was wondering what, like, I was literally
yeah,
like, when I'm telling you, I was like touching it. It's on my screen.
Yeah, I think
and
it's
wouldn't open up
canceled
anymore. I'm like, why is it like? How's about the close it and unlock it again? I thought it was frozen.
Richie face reveal? No. Listen, me and Richie were doing UFC shows way back when. It just kind of fell off a little bit while we got a little busier here. But Richie's been around. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so damn, that stinks. I wonder why, because Josiah Harrell was the backup. Like he already had his first fight canceled. Then they got
Harrell had medical issues. It looks like somebody's saying, yeah, chat, look into that for us, I guess. Let us know.
So I guarantee you what it was is they brought in Harrell as the backup and he couldn't make weight.
Probably something like
It's
that.
the only thing I could think of. Like he just couldn't make weight, because I mean, I just watched it today and like it was still on as of like just 2 hours ago. So all right, well, that stinks.
You were just talking about how there were no canceled fights or anything. You had to jinx it, you dumbass.
Well, we're down to 13 now.
What do we got? What we got next?
Right. So yeah, Robbie Lawler, Nico Price. I mean, it's for me. I mean, the obvious seems to be go with Nico, but this is one of those ones that I think I'm a fan, so I'm going to stay away. And I hope Robbie pulls it off, but I have a feeling that Nico Price is just going to knock him out. The other one that I like, obviously is inside the distance, under 2.5 if you want it, minus 180. I think it's like a pretty safe one, because while Robbie's like durable, he's been knocked out so much, man. So I still think Nico is going to finish him in that fight. Then this is when we get really excited. So this is when the main event starts, or the card, the prelims are over, and then you get Bo Nickel. So this is one of my favorite fighters. He's one of those ones that people are like, oh, you hype him up a lot and everything, but this kid is
it's because he's good, man. It's because he's the real deal. Go ahead.
The real deal. I've gone back to watch highlight films of his wrestling, man, when he was at Penn State, and the kid is just disgusting.
He's next level. Sorry, there's some, like, even so, I'm not a casual fan, but I would say I'm pretty, like, I'm somewhere in between a casual fan and you, right? Like I pay more attention than most casual fans, but I'm not in the weeds like you are. There are some guys that as a semi-casual fan, you watch fight and you're like, this dude is just different, and Bo Nickel is one of them. He is different. I mean, Bo Nickel. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
People, when I started, same thing. I've been around. I mean, I'm 40. When McGregor first started getting hot, I'm like, this guy is going to be the biggest thing in MMA. And everyone would say the same exact thing. He's not going to be anybody. In fact, I just got into an argument with somebody today that has in McGregor's weight division, they had Aldo over him as like one of the GOATs. I'm like, are you crazy? McGregor by far is above Aldo. I mean, he literally slept the guy in the first round. Like, how do you put him over him? But anyways, so Bo Nickel is somebody that I think long term we're going to look back and just realize how amazing he is. He has a lot to work on. Right now, the problem that I agree with everybody, he's just keep getting fed. So they're giving him basically quick fights. They tried to give him a decent fight with what's his name that just dropped out, Gore.
Yeah.
But he couldn't make it. Now they brought in Val Woodburn, who, I mean, this
should be a quick one.
This should be a quick one. Tank. He looks like one of these bodybuilding influencers, man, that like he's badass. He's like 7-0, but I think Bo is absolutely just going to dominate.
McAfee just used the 4-letter word that starts with an L in chat for Bo Nickel money line minus 2,500. He called it a LOCK.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even say that word.
There's literally nothing as far as like what I like, other than they have Bo Nickel by TKO, which is completely possible. Everyone says the sub, but I mean, if the sub is minus 250 and the other two lines, I mean, minus or plus 100 or plus 1,000 by decision, plus 225 by KO. KO is the only one I would really like, unless you do like a fight parlay where you do first round sub, and even then it's like disgusting, minus 200. But anyways, yeah, my point for that fight is just I'm a big fan. I look forward to seeing them fight tomorrow. There's not any real juice in that I like, unless there's a way that we look into it. And we have a guy in our Discord, Moosey. So Moosey is watching
Yeah.
by chance. He's really good at those same game parlays. He's one of those little wizards, man, that like, he'll be able to put together like a little quick same game and make odds like at least affordable. But yeah, I'm just happy to see him fight tomorrow. Another fight I'm super fired up for is Jalen Turner versus Dan Hooker. I've been going back and forth on this fight.
Turner, you know me.
I'm taking
Jalen Turner
for sure. I'm
knockout,
not going any other way.
First round.
The one thing that people are saying is that I guess so his weigh-in today, I saw it. He looked great for his weigh-in, but the thing is that he was 2 pounds over, and then the doctors asked him to stop cutting. So he was 2 pounds over. The doctors asked him to stop cutting. I don't think he's going to be fine because of it. I think everything is still 100% go. But Turner is huge, man. When you see him tomorrow come fight time, he's probably going to put on like another 10 pounds from here to tomorrow.
And this is a guy who's like a foot taller than most guys in this division anyway. Yeah.
And he's, I think Dan Hooker, I mean, the best way that Dan has to maybe beat Turner and somehow take him down. But the problem is Turner's really, really good at getting right back up. He gets up fast, man. So, yeah, same thing. I think Turner by KO.
I'm with you. And I do have a little bit of insight on that. And nobody, Slop and Jerry aren't even in the call yet. So I think we can go a little past 5:30 here. Jalen Turner is one of my favorite fighters. He's a guy that I look at and not at the same level as you and Bo Nickel, but I think he's gonna have a couple title fights in his career. Especially if he can stay in this weight class. There's talk he's gonna have to move up, but this guy is at next level. If you haven't watched Jalen Turner fight, do whatever you got to do, without breaking any of the rules here to watch this guy fight tomorrow night. He's really fun to watch, and I like him knockout and first round knockout is probably decent odds too. I haven't looked it up, but go ahead. Sorry, man.
Man, and Dan Hooker, I don't know what's up with this guy, but my man looks like he's going through like a midlife crisis. You see him? He's
No, I haven't.
Slim Shady, man, dyed his hair blonde. And I don't know, he's doing the whole Brazilian thing. Like, that's like the Charles Oliveira thing and all that. And I don't get it at this point. But the other little fun fact, like Turner, he's never lost to a British fighter before. Like never lost one. So those are like little fun facts in there. Then here, this is probably honestly out of every fight tomorrow, this is my favorite fight tomorrow. Robert Whittaker versus DDP, man.
Yeah.
Dricus Du Plessis. So this is the fight
This one should be really fun. I have no idea what's going to happen. Hopefully you do. This one should be the fight of the night.
All right, so I agree with what everybody's probably like in the chat. Everyone's probably going to say the same thing, right? So Robert Whittaker, skill-wise, has him covered on the ground, all of this stuff. I agree with all of that.
Yeah, but he don't give a shit.
Robert Whittaker decides,
Dricus don't give a shit if he's better. They don't care. Richie, go ahead. Sorry.
If Robert Whittaker decides to just stand there and say, "Hey, I could probably bang with this kid," that's where we get a fight. So that's what I'm hoping for. If we get the Whittaker that's really, really intelligent, high IQ fighter and says, look, like this guy's dangerous. I got to respect him. Grapple with this guy, take him down, ground upon him, then DDP obviously is in trouble. If Robert Whittaker comes in and says, I got something to prove because I want another title fight and stands with Dricus, man, Dricus doesn't get enough respect for being like, he is probably at the top of the top when it comes to kickboxing. And the man hits like I said, like a sledgehammer.
Did he get his nose fixed? Do you know?
Who?
Dricus. Did he get his nose fixed?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think he did
because I saw him at the weigh-ins and he looks as pretty as ever.
So I don't know if you heard this. Coming out of his last fight, he said he was going to have surgery with No Way Fight of the Night with these two title fights. I mean, I didn't mean the actual bonus, Matt. I meant as far as like the most entertaining fight. It could easily
probably going to be like the most entertaining fight for me.
So coming out of his last fight, he said, because we talked about even, this is one of the last shows that me and you did. We talked about how it always looks like he's breathing heavy. Well, it's because his nose is messed up. Like he can only breathe halfway. So he was gonna have surgery after that last fight. I don't know if he actually got it or not, but it should be interesting. That guy, he's obviously got some of the biggest power punches in the weight class, and he can also take a hit with anybody in the weight class. So I think it's going to be. I don't know. Obviously, like you said, Whitaker is better everywhere. He is, but it should be a fun one. It should be a fun one.
In the stand-up, Whitaker has the advantage of like he's so technically sound, so he has that. Like I said, he has him covered. The one thing he doesn't have him covered is power. And then Dricus has these freaking the same thing. Like we were talking about Cameron Simon, his kicks are just disgusting. He hits so hard. The other thing that I like about DDP is that he holds power through all 3 rounds. So like even when you think in the 3rd round,
and he looks super gassed. Yeah, no, he's fine.
And then
he's fine.
Just drop you.
Yeah.
So this is one of those fights where I'm gonna be on the DDP side. And if Robert Whitaker wins, I'm gonna tell myself like I knew it. And if DDP wins, I'm going to celebrate because I want him to win. I'm a Whitaker fan, but I kind of see like Whitaker almost like, look, man, like you've had your shots and I really want Dricus to win, especially for the controversy. That's like one of those things that like makes money and makes fights and makes all this shit exciting, man. It's the controversy. Like I love how people hate on him. I mentioned this last time. He talks about how he's African. People hate that.
Yeah.
He says he's African. People hear other things. They hear him saying something else that he's not. He's from Africa. Hate it or love it. Yeah. That's where he's from. And so and he says that if he wins, if he gets a title shot, he's going to beg Dana to try to do an event in Africa. How dope would that be?
It's something they've been trying to do for a while too. Yeah. And so I know like, Usman and
yeah. So yeah, I'm
hoping, is that what brings Francis back?
I mean, that would be.
Imagine we get the storylines. Anyway, go ahead.
I mean, it would be unreal, bro. And so, if DDP knocks this guy out, nobody could say they're shocked, man, because like the kid has it. He can do it. All right.
Keep it rolling. I'm fixing a glare.
All right, no worries.
Oh.
So the next fight, we have 2 left, which is the Brandon Moreno and Alexander Pantoja. This one is like really interesting. Another one that like I'm back and forth on. These 2 have fought twice before, and both times Pantoja won. But since like they fought, if you look at like skill wise, who's excelled the most and grown since, for me it's Moreno. Like I feel like since they fought, like he's just a completely different human. And so like tomorrow, the lines, like that's the only other thing that I don't like about this fight. Like I feel like Moreno right now, he's like minus 205. Pantoja's plus 175. Like I feel like I wish it was more even. Like, it was just a little more even money. It's a little wider, so it makes it harder for me to just really say hammer Moreno. But man, it's 5 rounds. Pantoja hasn't gone that far, and I think if Moreno can just keep stretching out this fight, it's just going to keep favoring him. It's going to keep it going. So I really like Moreno for this fight. The only thing that worries me is that Pantoja is like one of the best at BJJ when it comes to grappling like grabbing your back, man. And if Pantoja gets Moreno's back, and once he gets that figure 4 leg lock, bro, that body lock with him, I mean, it's like impossible to get out. Because look at who was it that he got that I'm a huge fan of too, Roy Val. He beat Roy Val so bad, bro. And Roy Val, if you watch his last few fights, Roy Val's come out and just like smash people. And so Pantoja grabbed his back, did that body lock, and it was like, I mean, you knew he was going to sleep. He locked that thing so tight, he couldn't breathe, grabbed his neck, and it's over. So in my opinion, I want Moreno to win bad just because I really like the kid. I mean, I've seen practically every fight he's ever been in, watched him cry when he became champ, lost the belt, became champ again. And then what he did to freaking Kai Kara France was like unbelievable.
Yeah. Hey, real quick. JD texted me a while ago. He said Pantoja is his dog. Pause. Is his dog play of the week, and I'm with him actually. Like what's Pantoja's odds? I'm with you. I want Moreno to win.
Plus 175.
Okay, so, yeah.
Like, Pantoja would be.
He's beat him twice, right?
I told you. So I agree with JD. So like I said, I do like an all dogs parlay. And so like I pick dogs that I think all have the opportunity, and he's one of them.
Yeah.
I mean, he's absolutely.
He's beat him twice, right? Sorry, my monitor broke, and I was trying to fix it, but he beat him in Ultimate Fighter, and he beat him like a few years ago, right?
Yeah, he's beat him twice already. it's been over, like I said, it's been I think like 5 years since they fought, and so obviously he has that confidence and all of that. My point is that like just don't be surprised if Moreno just wrecks this guy because Moreno
Yeah,
is a whole new man from the
100%.
time that they fought. But Pantoja is one of the ones in that all dogs parlay that I was talking about that I do, and he's probably going to be one of them on there as well. Um, but yeah, if that I'm just saying, keep an eye on it. If Pantoja's dominating Moreno and he doesn't finish him in those first 2 rounds, that's a time where I'd say hammer Moreno live because as that fight drags on, Moreno's got those guns, man. His boxing is probably like Moreno right now is probably top 3 striking boxing in UFC.
Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. I'm really excited for that fight. And yeah, I'm with you. I think Moreno probably wins, and that's who I want to win. But at the same time, that should be a really entertaining one. And Pantoja is absolutely live, and it would be interesting to see him and Figgy get the rematch for the belt if he comes away with it too. So we got one more.
Last fight, and I see we got like our next guest for MLB. So
yeah, they're fine. They can wait. It's fine.
We got it good, but. Then the last one is actually like one of my favorite all-time fighters. I mean, he's working his way up the list for me.
Oh yeah,
made me a fan big time, which is Volk and Volkanovski versus Yair Rodriguez.
This should be fun, man.
This is another fight, yeah, that's gonna be
really
fire. This is one of those ones that I think is gonna, hit a good amount of time. It's 5 rounds. I think it has the potential to go all 5 and just be a banger. The only way I think it doesn't go off 5 is more if Yair knocks Volk out. I don't think Volk's gonna knock him out because Yair is so like slippery, man. Like you ever seen his fights? Like he'll like fake like doing like a roundhouse.
He's so unorthodox. He's super
twist the other way.
And that's the only thing. I think Volk comes away with this. And Matt said earlier, don't bet against Volk. I'm with you, but you can't really train for Yair. Like he's so unorthodox. Those kicks are so like you can't bring anybody in the gym that's like Yair Rodriguez. And I think Volk is still better everywhere, and I think he comes away with it. This is one maybe you can sprinkle Yair by knockout only, like those method only money lines DraftKings has sometimes. If it ends in a finish, I think it's probably Yair. If it goes a distance, I think it's absolutely Volk, and I think at the end it's Volk by decision personally. But go ahead, I cut you off.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I mean you hit it right, nail on the head. I think if Yair's gonna win, I think the only way Yair wins is by KO, which is plus 550. I think, but in my opinion, I still think Volk wins. I mean, you have Volk who just went up in weight and won a fight against he's gonna end up being one of the greatest all time, fighters.
He's in that conversation right now. Go ahead.
Yeah. And so,
if it was a different weight class, if this was a different weight class, we would have been writing his name in the stone already. Go ahead.
Yeah, but then like now you have him coming back to. He just came from like one of the greatest fights ever, and now he's coming back down to his natural weight.
Yeah,
I mean, I think Yair's in trouble. I think we're gonna see Yair. We're gonna be proud of him at the end and be like, damn, he held his own and he looked great. But then we're going to be like good old Volkanovski basically does it again. Somehow he beats the shit out of this guy. Yair's going to walk away with the face looking like ground beef, and then
I think so too. It goes a different distance though, right? You think?
Yeah, I think it's going to go all 5, man, because Volk lately, he just doesn't. I mean, he has power, but he hasn't been finishing people. And Yair is not the get finished type. He just doesn't. He's so slippery. Like he has 0 ground game as far as like grappling. He has his ground game, honestly, is better off his back, which is like weird to say. He's one of these guys that like even when he's scrambling and he's on his back, he's still got like really good fight in him. He's dangerous. He's got these insane fucking elbows. But, Volk isn't going to sit here and put you in the rear naked. That's not his style. He's more of a ground and pound fighter. So I think it's just Volk by just domination. So if anything, my suggestion for this one, for anybody that has DraftKings, this is a really good one to toy around with in the same game parlay. Go in there, look for, options as far as like significant strikes, because this is going to be one of those where you're going to have really high striking numbers. If you do DFS, this is where you want to lean heavy on one of these guys. I'm a big DFS guy as well. So if anybody is on Twitter, you can hit me up on Twitter. My DMs are people always constantly asking me questions for DFS, fights, odds, whatever you want. I'm pretty user friendly on there. I answer as many, practically everybody. But yeah,
Right
fired up
on.
for this fight as well.
Chat's asking for a recap real quick. Can you just go through real quick the bets you gave out? And while you're doing that, somebody said Josh Emmett is not Volk. Yeah, 100%. You're right, and that's why we're saying, listen, this Volk should run away with this. But I do think Yair is going to make it a little bit more interesting than a lot of other people think, just because of the fact that he's so different. You can't train. No, we haven't done baseball yet. We're getting ready to do that. We got Slop, and those of you who saw Slop's face randomly show up on the screen, my bad. We're good though. We're good. He's still ball if you're ordering. You just want to fly through your bets, then we can get you out of here, brother.
I'll give like a couple bets I didn't even talk about, but yeah, some of the favorite ones that I like. So let's go back to the Cameron Simon fight really quick. Here's one that I didn't talk about that I have written down. It's usually stuff that I share with like the Discord and all that, but one that I really love for the Cameron Simon fight because it's so juiced out as far as like odds is Cameron Simon. One of the things, while he's a killer, he's a slow starter. So to fight to start round 2 plus 100, one bet that I truly love, like that fight just to start round 2 plus 100. So that's one that I really, really like. A parlay piece that I love as well is going to be Victor Petrino, money line plus or minus 230. It's one that I feel like I just don't see Prashnio doing anything to Petrino unless he finds a way to gas him up. But there's no way that he's going to take this kid down and hold him down. I think it's going to be a striking battle. So Petrino is one of my favorite parlay pieces. Jimmy Crute versus Alonzo Menafield. Menafield is my favorite underdog on the entire card. He's plus 120, so that's a good one for money line. On top of that, I still think Menafield knocks him out. I don't think that goes the distance. So Menafield by KO is plus 185. To be honest, the difference in the two isn't as big as where I would say I'd rather take the plus 185 or the plus 120. So the money line is nice for me. Let's see, what were the other? Oh, I didn't mention obviously the Ribovics, which is the very first fight, but that one minus 150, I think is one of the safer, easiest money line bets in the whole card. We skipped the Bo Nickel. I mean, we talked about it, but there's nothing in there at all that even sounded remotely nice other than Bo Nickel by KO first round. Because I mean, this kid is big enough where maybe Bo Nickel doesn't get his neck and he just body slams him, and the kid just. That's the big thing that I could see for that fight is that if Bo Nickel gets him down, Val Woodburn may not have like any defense and he may turtle up. You know, a lot of those big guys, when they're put on stage in front of like dudes like them, you know, they're going to turtle up right there at the bottom. He could get killed. Turner is another parlay piece. So he's minus 280.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So like we were talking about like parlays, if we do like Petrino and Turner, what's that? Let's look at that really, really fast. And I said Dan Hooker. I called him British. He's Australian. That's what I meant. It's Turner's never lost to an Australian fighter. I think he's like 4-0 against Australian fighters. So Petrino, we were talking about. So Petrino and Turner minus 106. So that's like an easy little parlay piece that I like right there. Whitaker and Duplessis. Duplessis is going to be another one that's going to be in my all doggies parlay. Like we said, Whitaker we think is the better fighter all around. But when it comes to like narratives and what the UFC is trying to drive, I mean, I don't think the UFC would give Whitaker to Duplessis if they didn't think he had a shot to beat him. So he's another one that I really, really like for this fight. We talked about Pantoja, and everybody knows JD the GOAT. You announced it. He texted you. He said that's his favorite underdog for the fight. If JD says it, book it. I'm one of those. I'm a believer. And then the last one, Volkanovski, I mean, minus 375. I mean, it's a little juiced as well, but I mean, I still think Volk wins. Yep. So that would be like another little parlay piece. I mean, if you added him to the first two we already talked about, that's plus 146. But yeah, that's about it, man. The only other thing I could think of is I'll have like a little 4-lay parlay. So anybody that has DraftKings, there's a really nice little boost. It's 100% boost. I think you have to have a minimum of 4 picks. So I'm going to have one that'll be privately for the Discord.
GoldBoys.com.
I've been super active on Twitter. So on Twitter, I'll do my best to give you guys all a good one as well. I'll have my free plays on there. And like I said, anybody that, you know, has questions or, you know, wants to shoot me anything for the UFC card tomorrow, just let me know. I'll answer anything that you want.
Richie's the man, guys. Thank you so much. Get all of Richie's plays in GoldBoys.com and the Discord. He's going to throw some things on Twitter. Richie will reply to basically everything on Twitter. You guys send him.
I answer everybody.
This dude puts in more work and is for my money the best MMA handicapper on the gambling Twitter, and I was saying that before I was involved with GoldBoys. And I mean that from the heart. Thank you so much, sir. We're gonna try to get you more involved as we ramp up the content here. So thank you, man. Have a good one. Feel better. Sorry about the whole hospital thing.
Too bad I didn't get to see Jerry, bro.
You can see him in the call. Wait, hang on. I'll bring you in. Hang on. Let me copy you over. You're still here. You're still here. Hey, Jerry and Slop, you want to do a mic check real quick?
Brother?
What's up, bro?
Richie, are you Puerto Rican?
I've been waiting to get you on the sticks, bro, on some Call of Duty. Just not, I'm a multiplayer guy, bro.
Are you Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I'm 100% Puerto Rican.
Oh, my God. It's about time we spice this thing up with some adobo, man. It's been a lot of Caucasians in this place, man. It's so good to speak to a Puerto Rican in here.
Yeah, bro. You're what, in Philly?
Philly? Oh, come on, man.
No, where you at? Like, where you, what state?
I live in Jersey, but I'm a Brooklyn boy.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I've been to Jersey actually a couple times. Had one, what do they call those breakfast sandwiches with the Canadian ham?
I think it's just a breakfast sandwich.
But we got bacon.
Tailored ham breakfast sandwich, bro.
Is that a Jersey thing?
That's a New Jersey thing. 100%.
You live there, Gerald.
I just moved here 2 years ago. I still don't know the state that very well.
He hasn't even eaten breakfast yet.
I'm a foreigner.
Yeah, one thing, hey, Jerry, I think that was you that said it, and I 100% agree because I used to live in Florida. If Florida approves gambling online, brother, I'm packing up. I'll meet you there.
Out. I am out.
I'm instantly out, bro. The no state taxes and all that, I'm there.
100%.
All right, boys. Well, kill it for MLB. I'll tune in. That way I can see what we could do tonight for baseball. I need to make a little more money for UFC tomorrow.
Right,
hey, Richie,
man.
thank you, man. Thank you. Good ship.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure, boys.
Take care, man. Feel better.
Right,
Jerry, Slop, they're here, chat. Quit your bitching, okay? Everybody's been asking.
I think everyone in the chat left.
They left when you started talking about WNBA, probably.
I didn't talk about. I'm actually not. I think I'm off WNBA. Somebody just asked. I think I'm off WNBA tonight. I bet on Jewel Lloyd, 25 points last night.
How'd that work out?
7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Seattle Storm had 47 points, I think. Total. Jewel Lloyd had 22, and she didn't play again. They were down. They were getting 40 balled, and they ended up coming back. It was a 20-point game final. But I was like, you know what? I didn't miss this about basketball. I'm gonna take the night off. I wanted to bet out.
WNBA is women's basketball, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Do they dunk and shit?
Some, there are some. Listen, talk all this shit you want. Talk all this shit you want. It is. I do think it's high level basketball, and I think there is money to be made in the markets because I think it has a way less attention on it. But I'm off it tonight. I wanted to bet on Della Don points. I don't even know if she's playing. We didn't have lines for the Mystics before the show started, so I didn't. But what's up? First game. Go ahead. What is it? Phillies, right? Who are they playing?
Are you sure?
Nope.
They got postponed.
Did they actually?
No, I'm just kidding. I just want to bust.
Jerry's from Philly. He would know.
Not for nothing, but Richie knows his shit. That guy can talk for days about UFC.
I know.
Dude.
I heard him.
And he's a guy like you. The way you talk about Brad, you could listen to.
I was just about to say that.
100%.
It was like the way Brad, like you're enamored, like the way he talks about golf. Richie's the same way about UFC. Like those are two guys that they could talk, and I'm just gonna tail. Like you know what I mean?
And Richie, I meant that when I said it. Like this dude knows his shit. He can talk about it, sure, but he puts in the time. He watches more film than anybody. Like you guys watch highlights. This guy watches film. He knows his shit. So if you want all of his picks, the money he's made just in the last couple months in the GoldBoys Discord, we'll pay for it like 10 times over. GoldBoys.com for the Discord. Thank you, Pickett Sports. Thank you, Sleeper Picks. I will have a sleeper ticket. I got to remember to copy and paste it over here in a second, here in a little bit. Use code GoldBoys for both. $3 for free on Pickett, $100 deposit match on Sleeper. Okay, first game. Phillies, who I actually forget who they're playing.
Marlins?
You guys got anything for it? Yeah, Marlins. Sandy Alcantara, Zach Wheeler. I'm in. You guys betting it?
I got nothing.
Nothing?
So
Just dingers tonight, boys. There's going to be no dingers in there, probably.
Right. You guys have your beers, though, right?
Yep. I'm almost out of mine. I was waiting backstage.
I need another one, too, actually.
You know what I do? I usually have like one of these, like a real beer, and then I switch to seltzers. I don't know if I can do that on the show because I don't want people to make fun of me. But like, guys, the thing is, you can drink like 45 seltzers, like responsibly, and not, you know what I'm saying? Like,
when you say, you're talking about like a Truly or a White Claw, right?
I usually go with the Sunny D's I've been going with lately. They're delicious.
I no kidding. So I'm pretty skinny. There's not much to me. So like I actually can't. I don't hold my alcohol well, but I can like slam like 12 White Claws, and then I'm in trouble, man. I can't keep them in the house. But
they
anyway.
do go down. I'm saying, so, like,
absolutely,
it's fine. But like, I'm not gonna bust out a seltzer now. So I'm gonna have probably another beer.
Eli,
I gotta. It's burger night at the High Slop House, so
you're out of here soon, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna get pissed because they all went to the beach while I stayed here and worked all day like a real man. So that's what happened. But now they're hungry.
Sure.
So I was thinking, I don't know, 6:05ish. So let's throw a couple games though.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And then before you get out of here, we'll just let you fly through your favorite spots, maybe. But actually, let's actually talk about this Brewers. Wait, no. Phillies.
You just want to talk about Ellie,
Phillies, Marlins. Zach Wheeler, Sandy Alcantara. Tell me why I shouldn't bet Brandon Marsh plus 1,000. Can anybody give me one reason not to?
I'd do it.
I mean, you want one reason?
What?
I don't know. It's stupid.
Okay, that's fair. I won't do it. I already did it. I already did it, so you can't talk me out of it. But
so what was the point of that? There was no talking you out of it.
He wanted you to call him stupid, Jerry.
Yeah, I think he likes being picked on at this point. It's getting ridiculous.
He wanted you to do it.
So I'm not betting home runs.
Too, and
he got his wish. He got his wish.
It worked.
I'm not betting home runs this game, but so Sandy has struggled against the Phillies in his career. It's kind of weird. Phillies aren't scared of him at all. They're batting .315 over the course of his career, and batted balls in play. I always fuck this up.
It's almost there.
BABIP.
I knew what you were talking about.
BABIP. Batting average for balls in play.
Batting average balls in play. There, Jesus, it's like these fucking terminologies are getting on my. It's unbelievable. .315. Anyways, Trey Turner has seen him very well. The whole meat of this order actually hits him very well. So I'm gonna bet Trey Turner to record a run because I think he's gonna be on base. And then you have the meat of the order behind him, who they're all batting like 300 off of him. Obviously, he's not having the best season. He's having a pretty down season this year. So I like the prospects of Trey Turner scoring at plus money for this game.
I like that too. Nothing for you, Slop, right?
No, just dingers tonight, guys.
All right.
Well, dingers and total bases.
Sure, yeah.
I was just following your irresponsible example.
Okay.
I actually have like plus money ones though, Eli.
Okay, I've never given out a negative money pick on your show for the shit you're talking right now. Just saying. Braves,
that
Rays.
show is the Thunderdome on my channel at Slop Rules, which is awesome. I don't know if you've seen it.
It is good. It is good. Go watch that after this show. After the show is over.
Yeah, don't just leave now.
Or if you got two screens, watch them both at the same time if you want.
We slayed today, Eli.
That was a fun one. Me Slop, and Matty Chucks. That was a fun one. Shout out to Lucy just handing me a free win, not being on the show. So my only real competition is Lucy Burge. So anyway, Charlie Morton, Tyler Glasnow. A year ago, we're looking at this saying, "Damn, this is a true ace off." But who knows what's going to happen here? I think but both these guys are still really good at pitching for sure. Had some rough outings, but this I don't know. This could soar over, but this looks like there might be this is a good candidate for unders, is what I'll say. So I didn't bet this one either.
Real men bet overs, so I left it alone.
Okay, Gerald.
So that thing I said about Wander Franco, like the way he's looking lately at the plate, he's trying to hit fly balls. He's striking out more. It's happening versus right-handed pitching. When he's a lefty, he's generating power. Obviously, I didn't like the last matchup because he was going against a lefty, and it just so happens that he faced two guys in the bullpen, both lefties, so he didn't get the chance to really, hit for power. He just was doing his little base hit bullshit that he's been doing. I think he's going to try. He's trying to sneak one over the fence before the All-Star break. I'm convinced of it. It's one of those things where you see the fly balls.
You're not going to do this, are you, Jerry?
I'm doing it. Wander Franco, and let me tell you something, Slop. Wander Franco's going to hit a home run tonight. You're going to look at me and you're going to say, you know what? This kid Jerry's a fucking genius. It's unbelievable.
I already say that, though. I just said that to somebody today.
You say it to everybody. It doesn't mean anything anymore. You know what I mean? You got to call me something else.
That's fair. How about this? If he does hit a home run tonight, I will quote tweet your celebration because I know you're going to celebrate it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll quote tweet it, and I'll call you a genius. But I will mean it this time.
I won't do that.
Victory lap the hell out of this thing.
Yeah. Oh, you have to. You have to. I mean, the guy hits like 2 home runs a year. So, I mean, if you called it.
Exact. And you know what? He's plus 900 on PointsBet, plus 925 on Bet365, Eli's favorite book. And then he drops down to like plus 750 on DraftKings, etc.
It's the second time we talked bets 365 today, Eli.
Yeah, Eli loves that book.
Listen, Matty Chucks gave out a Bet365 line on the Thunderdome. If that's not cheating, I don't know what is.
Well, no, for the people in Iowa.
Yeah, and not your boy Nigel's in chat talking shit too.
Nigel's
by the way.
in the chat right now, just lighting him up. I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something good too.
But
Toronto did. Oh, go ahead. Sorry,
I would prefer if Wanda was facing a high velocity fastball guy, because obviously that's where you see him really take off, especially with the power. But Charlie Morton's not the best matchup, but he is going to be batting lefty, and I think he's going to be trying to lift the ball. So I'm going with him.
All right. Alec Manoah. We have to take somebody against an Alec Manoah, don't we? Like
Alec Manure.
I think I'm going to take Marisnik.
That was saying to take his over.
No,
or take him to have the most strikeouts of the night of the slate.
Dude, this guy's. I don't have my this guy stinks button, but this guy's not good. Don't like him. Don't even know what he did in his other ones.
It's Friday night, and you're going to get a line that's ridiculous. And
or
what if he just digs deep, says, you know what, I'm back. He I don't know, read a Tony Robbins book or something today and was like fucking all like self-helped up, you know what I mean? And he's just going to come out and just prove everybody wrong.
You know, he went to rookie ball. He went to rookie ball and gave up 11 runs in 2 innings.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. That's why we take him. That's what, because you would never think it. You would never think it. Like, a guy can't strike out a teenager, and then all of a sudden he comes out and just starts laying down Major League Baseball players. Like, this is the time you would do that.
I'm going to take either Marisnik or McKinstry. I haven't decided which one yet. Jerry, any thoughts?
Monique, Eli, you're fine AF. I don't fucking think so. I'm sitting right next to him. This is kind of disturbing.
That's his burner.
Like, am I invisible here? Like, Eli is not that good looking. I give him like a 6. You know what I mean?
I'll take 6.
But I'm like an 8.5 right here. And you're saying Eli's fine? Come on.
Wait a second. Thank you. I don't have chat up right now because I'm looking up lines. But hey, that means a lot. I'm happily married, so I'm not interested, but I do appreciate it. McKinstry?
Hey, just because you're not going to go to the party doesn't mean it's not nice to be invited. You know what I mean?
McKinstry or Marisnik? Jerry, any thoughts on those two guys?
His wife's in the background right now. She's going to fucking throw a shoe at him. I'm going with Javi Baez.
Would that be funny? I'm going to text her to throw a shoe at me real quick. Javi Baez. Oh, my God. Slop, we have to bet it. We have to bet
it.
I can't. Jerry is the Javi Baez whisperer. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding about this at all.
Puerto Rican?
Yes.
Okay, that helps.
You were hoping he said no.
Yeah, now I'm interested. All right.
Okay, I'm with you then. I won't take McKinstry or Marisnik, but I'll tell you on Javi Baez. I'm in.
Did you know that this month Javi Baez at 4 to 5 games has not struck out? That is incredible for Javi Baez. That is incredible. 4 to 5 games
for like a 4 strikeout game is what you're saying.
He had in 5 games, 1 game he had 2 strikeouts. The other 4 games, no strikeouts in any of the games. I'm telling you, he's locking in right now. He just had 3 hits last game.
Okay.
NJC, any thoughts? Marisnik not in lineup. That's a shame. Go ahead.
Aren't they playing the Blue Jays?
Pretty sure.
How about Vladdy?
Hate that guy. Hate him. Can't bet him.
Vladdy's going to hit the shit out of ball. Have you seen what he's been doing? Look at your own website.
I have. Listen.
Have you been on his blog?
I'm not Slop.
Out of right-handers.
Stop. Here's the thing. I don't think you've been on here for this discussion. I have literally, and I'm not kidding, I have never won any money betting on Vladdy. Never. I can't do it. So I'm not going to take him.
Here's
and
what
I'll
I'll
give you
say.
a chance.
Here's what I'll say. I mean, the only way he can earn the money back is if you bet on him. That's the only way. You can't. You're paying so you can't just write him off. You know what I mean? And then 2, you're dealing with a guy who also one night I hit a three leg parlay, right? One night, home run parlay, no big deal. Next night, the first two guys, it was Sanchez from the Marlins, and it was De La Cruz, and it was down to Vladdy. So it's almost going to be 2 days in a row, just, making the people money, just being somebody, and Vladdy didn't do it. Guess what? I'm willing to go back to him. I don't care. I think he can do it. He's just waiting on his set to roll in, and it did because he's got a righty on the mound. Fado, if you look him up, that kid has given up a home run in every single game he's ever played all the way back to Little League. Look it up. So a lot of righties
except for the last game, except for his last start against Texas Rangers.
Well,
the best
besides
offense.
that one doesn't count though.
Against the best offense in baseball. Then not count
I
that
didn't
one.
count it.
Let's move
Didn't count
along. Okay.
But my point is, Vladdy hits. I mean, he hits righties. I think all of his home runs be against the righty, and most of them come at home or on the road. They're on the road tonight. They're in Detroit. He's gonna hit some poor fan right in the face with a ball because they're not gonna be expecting it because they watched this show and they thought they heard you say he wasn't gonna hit a home run.
And I won't tail it. I won't bet on him.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll mean you're probably good. So you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Somebody's asking about Varsho. Yeah, mate. Yeah. Listen, this game should soar over. So I'm not going to tell you anybody on either the lineups in either team is a bad bet. Honestly, I know that's the cop-out answer.
Guy's gonna be like, that Slop is a fucking genius.
I know that's the cop-out answer. I'm not. I'm gonna tell Jerry and Javi Baez because I don't think he's ever gotten Javi wrong. So I'm in. Slop, your pick stink. I don't even know what.
Wrong,
Manoah over. Get out of here, man.
Manoah over in strikeouts. Watch. He's gonna have I'm telling you, man. They send him to all these I don't know, self-help places. He's probably reading books. Don't kill yourself books. You know what I mean? He's back. And it's going to be awesome, dude. Watch. Dude, anytime you go get your shit kicked in by a bunch of teenagers in the Florida League and then they call you back up, you're ready. I'm telling you. But my dog loved it. Do you hear that?
Yeah, I've been telling you, need a nicer damn mic, dude. My dog's barked 7 times. You haven't heard it. I've been trying to. Nigel, buy this man a new microphone if you're still in chat. J-Mo Tyone revenge game against the Yankees. Carlos Rodon making his first start off the IL. I have no idea what's going to happen in this game. There's a chance J-Mo Tyone has 10, 12 strikeouts is what I'll say. You guys bet it?
Let's be real. He's not good.
Nah, I would take Rodon 10 plus strikeouts if I was going to take anything.
I don't know if he's going to have a pitch limit or anything. I don't think.
He's only throwing 70. I did the math. He can get 10 on 70. Probably.
So, I mean, 10, that's 30 pitches. Technically, minimum 30 pitches. He could technically get 20 strikeouts.
He can get
pitches.
that in the second inning, too. It just
20 strikeouts, second inning.
A lot of pass balls.
A lot of drop thirds.
Pass balls on the third strike, but you can get it, yeah.
I agree.
You'd need 14 or so drop third strikeouts. I think the record is 4 strikeouts in a single inning.
Yeah,
but yeah, technically that could happen. Manoah 7 Ks, Rodon 8 Ks, too easy. Listen, if you like it, don't let me talk it out of you. I'm not betting that. Nope, not doing it. Not me.
Can I be honest with you? I would not touch Rodon, but the only way I'd bet this game is I'd take Rodon strikeouts, but it's way too high. They got him at 6.5. It's these guys know what they're doing. It's it's right where I didn't want it. I wanted 7+ for plus money on FanDuel, and I didn't get it. So I just stopped looking at the game. Because the Yankees don't have a lefty to hit a home run off of Talon.
Tyone, and I'm with you. Listen, the only narrative that's the funniest. That shouldn't be very funny. When you say that, I lose my shit every single time, dude.
I always fuck up.
But the way I'm looking at it, Jordan Montgomery, Jameson Tyone were best friends forever in the Yankees rotation. True. They split him up, traded Monty last year at the deadline. I liked Yankees against Monty last week, and he went 6 strikeouts, 1 run, gave up 2 hits. So I almost
Rizzo. Sorry.
Yeah,
Can you hear that? Can you hear them yelling that?
Rizzo, yeah.
Matt
Wilner did scream that. He did scream that. But I do kind of like Jameson Tyone. I don't know about strikeouts, but like over outs or something, or maybe Yankees first 5 under, something like that. I didn't end up betting it. I might. Probably not because we're going to run out of time.
I was trying to talk myself into Billy McKinney this morning.
Yeah, Jerry loves Billy McKinney.
I was, dude. I really was. It was they got a little league outfield and right field. That your guy, whatever his name is, throwing. He gives up home runs to lefties, literally 2, maybe 5 a game.
At least that's the thing. I mean, I'm going Rizzo. Everybody's saying Rizzo in the chat. It's an obvious choice. He's 10 for 22 against Tyone. He's playing in a fucking little league ballpark where you can
hit a home run right field. 12.
I can hit a home run with my dick in Yankee Stadium.
You got a big dick.
No, and that's the thing. I don't. So that's the real reality of the situation. It's too easy in Yankee Stadium. Anthony Rizzo hasn't been.
He's not going to do it. May 20th, I think, Jerry. That's the last time that guy hit a home run.
You probably have a home run.
He's every day in a little league park. Every day. Can't
Yeah,
hit
half
him.
the days.
I'm telling you.
I don't think he's hit a foul ball over the fence. Like,
I do like Matt. Shut up. I do like. I said Rizzo would be my play for home run. It's in our our collab lotto.
I hate this game.
I'm going with Rizzo. Rizzo
No,
and Wander
we
Franco.
should have Jack Bowers. We should have Jack Bowers, but they put him on the IL. Now,
Same as Jake.
him too. all the Bowers. Give me all the Bowers.
Slop, can you talk about the Rangers Nationals game while me and Jerry giggle?
Garcia, home run. Write it down. No chance this guy doesn't hit a home run.
I'm with you. I like Stone Garrett as well. I did play Stone Garrett.
I'm down on that. No way that guy didn't hit a home run. You could also take Josh Young too.
You could if you wanted to. You could take either one of those guys, or you could take Stone Garrett, which I did.
You could do a same game parlay with both of those guys and Stone Garrett. The wind is blowing out to left field tonight in that park. Trevor Williams is on the mound. Let me tell you about Trevor Williams. He gets off on giving up home runs. Like, he likes it. You can see it. Like, he'll give one up and he'll like wink at the camera when they come back to him. Like, he knows what he just did. There is no way Garcia does not hit a home run off him tonight. At least him, or I'm sorry, maybe even Young, but one of those two, maybe even your guy, Duran.
I don't like Zeke as much against righties. Leody Taveras was really interesting. I tried to talk McAfee into throwing him in our collab lotto. That would be my value guy from the Rangers side. I'm with you on Garcia. I told you that on the Thunderdome. I like him to win the home run derby. Spoiler alert, Monday too. But I did play Stone Garrett. I like plus 370 or something.
I'm betting on a guy, and I'm the
Trevor
only
Williams
person...
over in strikeouts.
No, fuck that guy. I gotta go fuck himself. I'm gonna be the only person that bets this guy to hit a home run tonight, and nobody's allowed to tail me on this. All right, I'm just letting you know right now. Okay. I am the only.
Just don't give it out on the show, then, dumbass.
That makes sense.
Once I say it, it's a proclamation. That's it. It's
okay.
You know what I mean? So I'm the only one that's gonna make money off this. Riley Adams is gonna hit a home run tonight. The catcher for the Nationals. He is only out there to hit home runs off left.
Yeah, no, I'll be honest with you, Jerry. He's a beer league softball guy.
Yeah,
like, he's there to hit dingers. Like, he's either going to strike out. The old Steve Balboni, remember him?
Go.
He's him. He's that. She's literally out there. They know he can't hit. He either hits one to Mars or he doesn't even come close to making contact. I like that, actually.
I'm telling you, yeah, and he's going to hit a home run tonight. And it's
going to be like for the Rangers. Does it matter?
It is Cody Bradford.
Ooh, a lefty.
Stinks.
Right?
Yeah, he does throw the ball with his left hand.
Hey, well, then that makes him a lefty. I was 100% correct.
You were right. He tries to like outsmart you. It's not working.
I know. I was like, wait a minute. Like, I think he just argued that he is a left-hander, even though I said he was a left-hander.
He likes
like
to do this.
Eli. You got me off my game, Eli. So that worked. So you know what I'm saying? Right away, I was like, wow, wait. Did I say he was a righty?
Daniel Lynch.
Yeah, no, I like that. I like that. I'm gonna actually bet that right now.
Okay,
oh,
Daniel
by
Lynch.
the way, while they were on the show before, him and Richie, I was playing with my nipples for Eli to see because I know
I
he
lost
see
my mind, dude.
so I know he can see me and no one else can. So I was just sitting there playing with my nipples.
Richie could too, I think.
Did he
no,
really?
he could. No, he couldn't. He couldn't. I had it off. He couldn't. Only me. Only I have seen Jerry's nipples on the internet. I feel that makes me feel special.
I thought you were gonna put me full screen, like just bloop.
Dude, if I would, I was on my way to the button and my stream deck was tipped over. You got so lucky. Like I was so close. We were almost there. Somebody said we don't know ball. Tonight,
I will show my nipples on the next stream.
That's fine. B says guy doesn't know ball. Assuming he's talking about Slop. Don't care. He does. Adolis Seager or Han. Yeah, sure.
That's debatable. I'll debate that guy. Get him on the show.
Get him over.
I mean, there's a chance I don't.
I have been working on a way to take callers.
Okay.
NJC and JD are very hesitant about it because of the whole, somebody come on and say racial slur or whatever, which I understand.
Feel like the Mike Francesca story. You ever see that?
But That might be an option soon. Especially if you guys like donate me thousands of dollars or something. I think he was going at me. Oh, okay, that's fair. Chris Ruffalo. Slop knows ball. I'm talking about the scrub in the chat.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Well,
that
I'm with
does
that
make
guy.
sense.
Yeah,
Jerry
that
doesn't
guy,
know ball.
I
Jerry
would
doesn't
hang
know
with
ball.
that guy. You should take callers and let that guy call in. I think he's a smart guy.
I'm in. We need somebody to run the phones though. So chat.
Ooh,
Hey,
I don't got a phone guy.
everybody, go to NJC on Twitter. DM him. Say I will run the phones for $10, something like that. Daniel Lynch, Aaron Savali. I'm not touching this game. Royals, Guardians,
this game
hate
sucks.
it.
Move on.
Jerry, you got anything?
So this is the problem. I'm not 100% yet. I want to take either Rosario or Jimenez. Nothing to do with them both being former Mets, but going against a left-hander, I really want to take one of them for 2 hits. Maybe both of them. I don't know yet. Jimenez, I'm looking at for a home run. His power's been up this month. His swing looks fantastic. I don't know if you saw that home run he hit last game. That was one of the most beautiful swings I've seen him do in his entire career.
And it was after my little brother came in a chat and said to bet on his home run too. So I'm gonna be he's on. We're in Michigan. He's literally on his way here to our cabin. So you guarantee I'm gonna hear some shit about that.
I'm probably gonna end up taking Rosario for 2 hits and leaving it alone. But I'm up in the air right now. I haven't decided yet. But I still got time.
Gotcha.
But I'm probably gonna go Ahmed Rosario for 2 hits here. Guy just loves lefties. Hitting second, he's probably gonna get 5 at bats.
NJC, Joe Taylor said he's going to run the phones for a 12-pack of seltzers. That's a pretty good deal. For us. Slop is my favorite capper. The other 2 guys are cool. I don't disagree. Do you have V-Mix? Don't know what that is. I probably should. I'm guessing that has something to do with taking phones. So I'm assuming I should know what that is.
Yeah.
Don't like Glaber. Glaber's fine.
Saying Rizzo again?
Listen, I don't want to talk about that game anymore.
See it. It's like blurred out.
I can crank that up a little bit for you while you guys talk about how many bases Jarren Duran is going to get in this Oakland-Boston game.
I got nothing in that. I talked to a guy at the gym, though. No big deal. I was there. If you guys want me to take my shirt off, I will.
I've never been to the gym.
Unless you request it. Anyways, he was saying he's got Duran over 2 bases. I think you took him on the Thunderdome at Slop Rules YouTube. Check it out. You took him for 3 bases.
Yes, sir.
So I feel like that's going to hit. And plus, you're a big Ezekiel Duran guy, so you're kind of a Duran whisperer, if you will.
Yeah. Although it's been a while since
Duran the band.
Nah, not that crazy. I did get this out on your show earlier, but I'll run through if you guys haven't seen it. In July so far, so I took Jarren Duran 3 total bases for plus 150. Call it 3/4 of a unit, $75, whatever you want to call it. In July so far, obviously a small sample size. He's 8 for 13. That's a 615 batting average, which is really good. He has 6 extra base hits out of those 8 hits, which is good for a 1.154 slugging percentage. That's not his OPS. That is his slugging percentage in July. Medina has looked better in his last couple starts, but he isn't good. If you look at the matchups he's had, he just hasn't really seen, especially like a lefty dominant lineup with some pop in the bat. He saw Cleveland, which they've got a couple guys, but I think this is a good spot for him.
Kind of a dirtbag move to take him over bases and say he sucks. You know what I mean?
3 total bases.
What are you doing? Come on,
I said Luis Medina. I said Luis Medina is the pitcher he's facing, you dumbass. I did say Tuesday. I did say Tuesday with Prop Father that I wasn't sure.
What if he sees this and now he gets all down in the dumps?
Luis Medina?
Are you worried about the opener?
No. Medina is not an opener.
No, are you worried about them? They're throwing an opener out there,
really?
so they get the lefties for the first. So it's kind of chalk. It might chalk your first at bat.
I don't care about the first at bat.
Hey guys, I gotta go. I gotta go make burgers. Here's the thing, though. I didn't want to tell you guys this, but I'm gonna tell you. All right. Jack Swinsky over 1.5 total bases. I got it for plus 165 at FanDuel this morning.
That's wild.
It's plus 145 now. They haven't put their lineup out. He's gonna play. All right, we're talking about Jack Swinsky here. Like you got to play. Here's the thing: he's got Zach Gallen, right? He owns Zach Gallen. Actually, I was going to ask you, Eli. He's 3 for 6 against Jack Gallen in his career. How many doubles?
3 doubles.
Yes, 3. All right. This guy's smoking the ball too. Go to Eli's website, the Genalytics. Go look up Jack Swinsky. He doesn't hit the ball like slower than 100 miles per hour. Like everyone, it's all red. All red, righties, lefties, whoever. It doesn't matter. He is going to get 2 bases, no doubt. He's going to hit a home run. So, I mean, like, there's that too. But I'm saying he's getting 2 bases, plus 165. Easiest bet I think I've ever seen in my life. I'm going to stay up late and watch this. I usually go to bed. I'm staying up. Staying up.
Nigel and Chad saying that Slop is leaving. We can discuss how I'm the one who gives him all his bets. Shout out to Nigel. Wow, he's like Slop's ghostwriter. That's kind of crazy.
Oh,
hey, Slop,
dude.
thank you, man. I appreciate it. Go ahead. You were gonna talk some shit to Nigel. I'll give you that.
No, I was gonna say without Nigel, I got nothing, man. Nigel's like my guy. You know what I mean? So I need that. I need Nigel. Nigel, that was my pick. So screw you, Nigel. That was my pick.
Go follow Slop
Jackson
on Twitter.
guys.
Go watch his shows on YouTube. Appreciate you having on, brother. Go make your burgers. Have a good weekend. Anything else? Any last minute thoughts before you get out of here?
Jerry, you're gonna come into the Thunderdome soon, bro. You're gonna feel the wrath. I'm telling you, it's not easy in there.
You got to pay him.
Day off on a Friday.
You got to pay him.
Ready.
You got to pay him to call in sick.
No. You got here. I already thought about it. Let me know, because people get Fridays off sometimes.
Yeah.
Whenever you have one off,
You can have my
you
spot.
let me know. You
Lucy
tell
will
me your
kick his
next
ass.
Friday. DM me. Tell me your next Friday. It's on, bro. I think you're ready. I think you're ready.
Tell the wife sorry. Go make your burgers, brother. Appreciate you. Have a good weekend.
Hey, my pleasure, guys. I'll see you
Later,
man.
Slop.
Slop, don't leave. He's gone, man. Sorry. I knew Slop was just a cute face. Yeah, Nigel is the shit, man. Those who don't know, Nigel's the guy. Nigel's the producer for all. He pretty much runs Slop's YouTube. So he's the one who does all the directing and stuff for the Thunderdome. So that's why he does have a license to talk shit to Slop. Everybody else does it without the license, and that's fine. But Nigel's actually the only one in chat that has that license to talk shit to Slop. So what game are we on?
Someone in chat said Medina is not pitching. That is not true. He is pitching. There is an opener that's coming in for the first inning to face the lefties. They're bringing in a lefty to start the game, and Medina is going to get the bulk of the work. So 5 innings after that. So you figure second inning to the 6th or 7th.
Yeah. Jerry's wearing a thong to the Thunderdome. That would be interesting to see. I'm in. Need Slop to give me Slop. I shouldn't have read that one. Let's move on.
Whoa! Why would you? Eli, how do you fall for this shit? I don't understand.
So yeah, I'm betting Jaron Duran. Are you betting anything in this game?
So I don't know, man. Was I a day early on Devers? Devers smoked the ball yesterday.
Devers is in me and McAfee's collaboration lottery home run ticket.
He smoked the ball twice.
Yeah, I like Devers tonight. I do.
And I think maybe it's one of those things where I'm a little premature, if you know what I mean. I'm premature in a lot of aspects of life. So maybe this is one of them.
What did you mean by that?
I came too early on this situation. So we're going to go Devers tonight.
Chat, I've had I guess I had like 2 IPAs, but that was at like 1:00. And then I've had this one farmhouse beer, so I'm actually not hammered. Super Pause, Sawinski, my man Eli's like 9 White Claws in. I already read that one. AO Pause, Kojo, LMFAO, it's something. Yeah, I like Devers. I do. Cole Irvin, Bailey Ober. I'm on 4 total bases for Byron Buxton, just because even though Irvin has been giving up quite a bit of hits, I guess he looked okay. There was only in 3 innings in 1 inning against the Reds and the Rays, but he gives up a lot of hits, doesn't necessarily give up a ton of home runs, even though the Cubs, who stink, got 3 against him. But I like Buxton 4 bases. I talked Tuesday about how I was gonna with Propfather about how I'm gonna be regularly betting on Buxton home run and bases just until he starts to cool off. And I didn't bet it, and he goes yard Tuesday, and I didn't hit a single home run bet on Dinger Tuesday, so I hated that for me. But Buxton has 4 barrels, 2 home runs last 15 versus lefties with a 471 ISO, which is wild, and a 59% hard hit rate. So yeah, I'm gonna be almost like an auto bet Buxton to some extent until he starts to cool off a little bit. So I took his 4 bases plus 220 on FanDuel. You got anything for this one?
I do not.
Cool. Let's move. Reds, Brewers. Tell me why Ellie De La Cruz for 3 bases was plus 310 this morning against Corbin Burns, who looked okay against the Pirates, but I think he still stinks. And Ellie has hit 3 total bases in 3 straight games, and 10 of the last 13 balls he's hit in those 3 games have been 99 miles an hour exit velocity or plus. You're giving me 310 for his 3 bases? I'm in. I'm taking it. I already took it. Can't talk me out of it.
I won't talk you out of it. You already took it, but I think Corbin Burns is just going to pound him inside like he does to all lefties, which is the biggest problem. That's why he's a reverse split pitcher.
Don't care.
I know you don't care. And you're going to see he's going to throw cutters and sliders inside, right tight on his hands. And Ellie De La Cruz is not going to know what the fuck to do with it because he hasn't seen a right-handed pitcher pitch to lefties like that. So I'm right. You're wrong. I'm big. You're small.
I just
I'm
need
fat,
3
you're
bases,
skinny.
though. I just need 3 bases. I don't need a home run. I don't even need 2 hits. I just need 3 bases.
You need 3 bases. You need him to hit the ball.
At least once. Preferably a triple or home run.
Okay.
Get out of the way, but plus 310. Come on, you can put $33
I'm
on
not
it to win
going to root against you here.
100.
I'm rooting for you because I don't have any dogs in this fight. Is that the saying? I don't have a dog in this fight.
Something
all right?
like
I'm
that.
not betting on it.
Are you betting this game at all?
No.
Okay, Seattle, Houston, Luis Castillo, Hunter Brown. Didn't bet this one at all. This game
This
sucks.
is just an under game.
Okay. Ellie is fast AF. He's got easy doubles. Yeah, he is potentially one of the fastest people we've seen in baseball. Didn't put Ellie in anything. I can't bet on Brewers games. Why not? Brewers stink. June was last month. You are correct. June does most of the time come before July. So spot on analysis by you. Cardinals, White Sox, Luis Robert Jr. I'm taking it.
Got to take it, right?
Yeah,
Guy's
have
red
to.
hot.
Have to. I don't even know what the odds were anymore. It was better than I thought they would be, like plus 400 or 425 or something. Yeah, I'm in. Monty had a really good outing last time against the Yankees. That was that revenge a game we talked about. I'm in on Lubob. I wouldn't be mad about an Eloy play either. To some extent.
Don't you feel like this is gonna be like a vintage White Sox versus a lefty thing tonight?
Yeah.
Where the White Sox just score like 10 runs.
Yeah.
You get that vibe. I think there's gonna be a big scoring game. I might do some same game parlays. Maybe Benintendi and Anderson both to score a run. Maybe Robert for an RBI, Eloy for an RBI, like that kind of thing. It's gonna should be a big game. I hope so.
Yeah, I'm with you. Anything else on this one?
No, just Robert.
Pittsburgh Pirates, Rich Hill, Zach Gallen, Slop like Sawinski. I'm guessing you also like Sawinski.
I'll be honest. I love Sawinski. I love the
Not
player,
tonight though.
but
yeah,
I just like Christian Walker more, man.
Yeah.
I see him trending around. I have to take him, especially against a lefty, which is what he prefers. This is definitely a really good matchup for him. I think he's going to smoke at least 1 or 2 more home runs before the All-Star break. So I'm going to take him over Sawinski, even though Sawinski's he's hitting the ball hard. You know, Slop's not lying. He really, that Dodger series, man, he was smoking the ball. But Zach Gallen's a different animal.
Yeah, he has given up at least a home run in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 starts. Can't count. But yeah, I mean it's hard to predict. I wouldn't mind a Sawinski bet. I definitely wouldn't mind a Christian Walker bet. It's hard for me to bet against Zach Allen in general, and I have lost all money betting against Rich Hill, so I didn't touch this game personally.
Zach Allen at home also has a 1.5 ERA.
Yeah, it's just tough. It's tough. Verlander Darvish. This could be interesting. What are you taking for your Mets today? I didn't touch it.
I am fucking torn, man. The Mets are looking really good. Now you have 3 guys on the rise. You have Alvarez, who's smoked the ball last series. Lindor coming off a massive game, and Pete that just broke his cherry that had a little bit of a slump, hit a home run. And it's one of those situations where it's like, I know one of these guys is going to have a big game again. It's like, which one do I pick? So I mean, Lindor 5 for 5. Let me tell you something. Going 5 for 5 with 2 triples and a home run is more impressive to me than a cycle.
Yeah,
that's insane. 2 singles, 2 triples, and a home run. There should be a special plaque for that because that's ridiculous. I don't remember the last time I seen a guy get 2 triples in one game. So I don't know. Maybe I'm probably gonna. You know what? I'm gonna take it simple. I'm probably gonna go Lindor run, Pete Alonso RBI.
Okay.
Why am I gonna overthink it? You know, I'm gonna try to pick one guy for a home run. I'm just gonna take that. That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Cool. Angels, Dodgers. JD is taking Mookie double. JD's taking Mookie bets for a double. If anybody is interested in that, I don't hate it. Griffin Canning is, I would describe him as mid at best. Gonsolin has looked really good. So I didn't bet this game either, but yeah, if you want JD's bet, it is Mookie Betts double.
The only thing that annoys me about Mookie Betts is like
everything.
He looks so like in shape and fast, but he's not that fast. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's really weird. Or maybe he doesn't try, but he's not very fast. I don't know, man. I didn't touch this game, not yet. Anyway, I'm probably gonna stay away. I'm probably gonna have too many bets in at this point.
Okay. Last game, Rockies Giants. Didn't touch this one either. I don't know if you did.
What is the wind looking? I'm telling you, the fucking San Francisco, man, that is a hellhole to hit in with the wind and shit. There's always bad weather over there. I feel like this wind is always blowing, swirling winds and all this shit. What is Let me see what Ballpark Pal says.
While you're looking that up, I will go ahead and give out my sleeper play. Last time I gave out a sleeper play, the stream crashed. I don't think it's going to happen tonight because we did a lot of work.
Have to do this?
We did a lot of work. Literally I have to. Literally I have to. It worked though. See what that is? I'm taking a basically plus 376 ticket here, and I think it's really good value and odds, whether you're taking it on sleeper picks or you're taking it on FanDuel anywhere else. I like Taillon under 2.5 earned runs. I just don't think the Yankees get to him tonight. I like Ellie De La Cruz for a hit, even though you talked all your shit about you're not frozen. Move your moves. Yeah, you little shitter. I don't know. And I like Lane Thomas for a hit tonight too. So you're getting plus 376 basically on sleeper, and I think you're going to get similar, if not worse odds on the sports books. So if you're in a non-legal state, I think this is a really good way to find some value. Use code GoldBoys. If you don't have sleeper, you get a $100 deposit match. So I like that one. Did you find your odds, buddy? I forget what you were looking for, to be honest.
I was looking for the San Francisco's a joke, man. They need to just demolish that stadium and put it somewhere else. Every single night, it's minus 28, minus 33, minus 30. Every single night. Why is it so hard to hit a home run there? It doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Barry Bonds hit a lot of them. There.
Yeah, but
how many home runs does Barry Bonds have right now if he played for the Yankees?
In that short porch?
1,300.
10,000 every at bat. I mean,
10,000 home runs per at bat. That would be wild.
Spit into right field from home plate.
All right. Are you betting this game or not? I have to pee so bad it's insane.
Former Met, I have to do it. I'm taking Wilmer Flores for a home run versus a lefty.
All right, cool. Anything else? That was the last game, right?
Summing up my night.
CJ Cron, Slater for a double. JD Davis. Yeah, Chad. I don't know. Those all could be great bets. Lane will homer. I wanted to talk myself into a Lane Thomas home run. I didn't get there. But I don't hate that bet either. Chat, thank you. Especially if you're one of the well, I don't know if anybody actually did this, but if you've been here since 5 when we started, it's been almost an hour and a half straight of outstanding high-level gambling content, if I do say so myself. So shout out to Richie and Slop, who joined earlier. Follow Richie on Twitter, especially. He's got way less followers than he should for how good that guy is at betting on UFC and MMA in general. Join the Discord if you want all of me and Richie's picks, especially Richie. My picks have been ass lately, but it doesn't matter. GoldBoys.com. Use code Eli. You have to double your subscription price. So instead of $50 a month, it's actually $100. If you want that to happen, use code Eli. Use code GoldBoys for Sleeper Picks HQ and for Pickett Sports. $3 for free when you connect to Sportsbook on Pickett, and a $100 deposit match for Sleeper. Any parting words, my friend?
Can I give out my 7-leg home run parlay?
Yeah, can I go pee while you're doing it?
Go ahead. Do what you got to do, man.
Do it, man. Go.
All right. Do I got the stage?
Nah.
All right. Here's my parlay. This is gonna be. I'm probably gonna win $1 million tonight. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
See all. There we go. All right. We got Javi Baez, known slugger. Only when I bet him anyway. We got Wander Franco is plus 1,000. This is going to be the steal of the night. I'm getting him for plus 1,000. I'm going to look like a fucking genius. Anthony Rizzo is going to hit a home run, plus 360. Horrendous odds. It makes me want to throw up. I'm betting.
Hey, what the hell was up with Slop talking shit about that pick, by the way? Shut up, Slop.
Anthony Rizzo? Because he's a Yankee. He sucks. I don't blame him. Riley Adams on the Washington Nationals, plus 460. Rafael Devers, Boston Red Sox. Luis Robert, plus 450. That's pretty insane.
Wild.
And the fact that Wilmer Flores has almost the same odds as him is kind of disturbing, but I'm taking it anyway. Plus 470. Those odds together gives you a plus 26,587,724 parlay.
That's
if you
good.
put $3.69, you get $981,000.
That's pretty good.
Everybody's gonna be loaded tonight. We're gonna bankrupt FanDuel.
That's pretty good. Okay, so recapping my bets real quick. Somebody asked. I did forget to do that. I did forget. I am taking Jaron Duran 3 bases, Ellie De La Cruz 3 bases, Byron Buxton 4 bases, sprinkling, and I parlayed those together. So actually, I parlayed Jaron Duran, Ellie De La Cruz, Byron Buxton, all for 3 bases, and then all for 4 bases. So the 4 bases one is $15 to win $1,000. So I feel like that's pretty good. I also did. I played them all, like I said, for 3 bases too. And I just some home run sprinkles. I don't know. The home runs have felt weird to me lately. So maybe this is a night. That now that I'm saying that they all hit. But I took Luis Robert plus 420, Brandon Marsh plus 1,000, and Matt Olson. I didn't even talk about Matt Olson on the show. I took Matt Olson plus 330. But I took all those to win 1 unit basically. So $10 on Brandon Marsh to win $100, $25 on Luis Robert to win technically 130, whatever it is. And then I parlayed those 3. So Marsh, Olson, Robert, all home runs. That was $5 to win $1,200. That's everything.
All right, I'm doing one more. Doing a run RBI parlay. I'll just one on the way out. I'm doing Trey Turner for a run, Bryce Harper for an RBI, and then we're going, like we said, the White Sox. This could be a big game for them. So I'm gonna go Tim Anderson for a run and Luis Robert RBI, and that parlayed is plus 1422.
That's pretty good.
That is very good.
It's pretty good.
All right.
That's it. I'm about to piss my pants.
Good.
Thank you guys for hanging out. Again, especially if you've been here for the whole 90 minutes. I'm tired of being here, so you probably are too. But hopefully you got some quality content. Hope everybody has a good weekend. We will be back Monday 1:00. Please, guys. I've been saying this all week. The 1:00 show does not have enough viewers. Their quality, the quality of their content is light years ahead of ours. Just being honest, they put in way more work, way more research. They cover all the sports. They deserve more of your attention. So watch them at 1:00. Same channels. Will Hill, Brian versus the Books. Brad Thomas. Brad Thomas is he's going to be on ESPN one day, 100%. So subscribe to the YouTube and get those live notifications. They're back at 1:00 Monday. Ryan and Brian 5:00 on Monday. I think me and Jerry are going to try to sneak in there for 20 minutes, give you some home run derby coverage. And honestly, I don't know what the hell is going to happen after that for our shows next week with no MLB games, but we're making it happen.
Vacation.
Yeah, but NJC maybe won't let me. Maybe we'll talk about some NFL futures or some shit. I don't know. We'll probably have shows. It'll probably be like half hour, 45 minutes. Obviously, we're not going to be picking up a whole lot of home runs because there's not any baseball games, only an all-star game. But yeah, we're out of here. Hope everybody has a great weekend. I'm waving to outside the camera. That makes sense. Sleeper Picks HQ, Pickett Sports, code GoldBoys, goldboys.com for the Discord. Have a great weekend. Good luck on your bets. See you Monday.